Hello, guys and gals, me Mudahar, and welcome back to another episode of Dank Web Browsing. Now, I don't know if this video comes out on a Sunday or a Monday. To be fair, I'm recording this a couple days in advance, and depending on how much I have to, sort of blur up, because the Dank Web consists of some wild, goofy stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully it doesn't matter too much to you. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a whole smorgasbord of fun stuff to look into, so let's go to the first website. I think that was like the most razor-fast introduction that I've ever done for any of this deep web stuff. But I wanted to get into it because I found the Gangster's marketplace. Now, I feel like for a lot of people who like just love the dark web stuff, especially on like TikTok, all these platforms where they're like hype beast it. Well, at least this is the closest you're gonna get to some like really scary criminals. So let's see it, okay? The most comprehensive directory of gangsters who can help you with a variety of services, from acquiring documents like passports and driver's license to handling difficult people in ways that only professionals that kill them, I guess. Our mission is to provide a platform where customers can meet real-life gangsters anonymously and safely, of course. I love when it's like, yeah, you can meet like people that kill for a living, safely, of course, in the comfort of your own home. So then you've got what appears to be, I'm going to say, an AI slop image of like a gangster. Ooh, I don't think that's what gangsters really look like. So customers submit an order through our secure online form, okay? Once received, we assign your request to a trusted gangster in the... God damn, dude. It's a fixer. This is a fixer website. Your assigned gangster will put on a mask, gloves, and hoodie, hop into a car, and wait in the designated parking lot for their target. After confirming the target's arrival, the gangster will complete the task. Whether that means delivering a package, bomb, handling an accident. Oh, so you can hire Agent 47 for this? Ooh, did you get the... Do you have to pay extra for the silent assassin bonus? Or whatever your needs may be, the method will be tailored to your request. Once the job is done to your satisfaction, you'll personally verify the completion, okay? So you get to see the death. Now, there's more AI slop images right here. So shut up and eat your AI slop, boys. It's just a bunch of gangsters, dude. The VO3 subscription coming in clutch. We don't ask for customers' personal information, such as name, phone number, address. Our gangsters are so confident they'll only ask for payment once, because you'll only get the payment once, because once you've scammed the fucking audience for it, great. So here they've got media, press, earn money, resources. Oh man, this is fucking so crazy. They apparently have 203 members online of 19,213 registered members. Online since 2013, updated 2025. I guess I'm going to open up the... well, first I should see how the earning money is kind of done here too. They've got media and press. Jesus. So I love how order hit ma'am. Ma'am. It's a hit ma'am, not a man. Okay, let's keep it here. Place an order. Pay only after the work is completed. 0. Advance required. Okay, so I guess you just... oh, okay. All right. So you don't have to pay them up front. That's pretty cool. Username, password again, target name, Addy, into city. And then, of course, choose which country. So they operate... okay, so they have a worldwide option, but they have a more specific option for things like the U.S. I guess throw the whole fucking continent of Europe in there. Why not? The U.K., Japan, China, Mexico. Oh, Canada's in here. Sweet. Okay, so you've got India, Israel, Iran, Ukraine, Taiwan. Man, dude, you're really gonna have like a fucking hitman go out in a war? Jesus Christ, dude. What is other? Can I specify? Yeah, can you kill the guy on the moon? Is that possible, dude? So what kind of adventure are you looking for? A classic approach, quick disappearance and drive away. So 2,000 to 200,000. I love the range, man. I love that range of money. You know, the hit can cost you $2,000 all the way up to 200,000. Like, bro, what the fuck? Really? Very affordable too. You look at that 6 figures, pal. Make it look like an unfortunate accident or a robbery gone wrong. So minimum that's $9,000 all the way up to 200,000. So hold on a minute. What? Why the fuck would you go for the silent assassin option, okay? Like, if it's gonna cap at 200 regardless, you might as well just go for the cleaner option, you idiots. Not that I endorse you buy this, okay? This is clearly a scam. I'm just saying, in a hypothetical sense. Actually, no, fuck that. VIP level is expert. So why is a VIP cheaper than expert touched by our finest professionals? Oh, they're ex-military. Woo. Oh man, they clean the latrines, I assume. Kidnap for when you need to borrow someone for a while. So 30 grand to 150. Break bones badly or cut a limb off. 4 grand to 80,000. Setting a fire is $1,000 to $30,000. Jesus. So solving problems typically ranges from 10 to 80 with a minimum fee of 2,000. If you're looking to absolutely no accidents, a bigger budget often refers. Oh, what? If you gave him like $1 million? Jesus. Enter the vendor's name blank if you're not picky. Oh, dude. Well, if I want my job done right, it's Agent 47. Okay. Oh, wait. No, I don't want him to live. Here, send John Wick. It's so stupid, dude. Why can't police catch our experts? Because you don't send anyone, dude. This is a scam. Let's look at the actual, like, frequently asked questions, okay? Do you handle younger clients? In our whimsical little world, we don't handle younger clients. Okay, so they only kill above 18. Why won't LEO catch? Here's the thing. Our operatives are incredibly skilled at blending in. I'm pretty sure your operative also probably works for the Leos and just catalogs people dumb enough to do a fucking actual, like, plan. What is that? Like, conspiracy to commit murder or some shit? Okay, let's go to the forum here. I want to kind of see what they've got. Okay, so need help for job in California. Oh boy, right here at home, huh? So need help for a job, 0.27 BTC, and then they'll proof of fund DMs. I mean, like, the admins are active here, dude. This is like an actual, like, active, like, forum. Need weapons. Need this bitch gone. Okay, let's see. Philly, PA. Need this motherfucker's eyes to pop out of his big-ass head. Need it done ASAP. Just get Joe Pesci in a Vice script, dude. Do it casino style. Jesus Christ. Takeout. Ooh. Need some Asiatans near Massillon, Ohio. Quick and easy money. I don't know how much I trust Sunshine because clearly they're not very good against a keyboard. Jesus. Locating. Actually, wait. Before we go to that actual story, what is that? It's in Arabic. I think it's Al-Qahara. Okay, I can't even translate it. Like, dude, it's like I don't even know why I try. It's not like I can. So, locating a person in Japan. Okay, so this is actually pretty interesting. This is the only legitimate thing that I've seen because, like, one of the things I've learned about in Japan is that in Japan, it's like, it's really hard to subpoena, like, bank records and shit. So you can actually, like, fake your death and disappear pretty easily in Japan in comparison to other countries and stuff. And they have, like, entire groups that, like, entire businesses whose jobs it is to, like, disappear you. And as long as you're not fucking totally stupid, you can even, like, dip into your own funds and bank account and you can just use that very privately and, like, basically live a whole new life. People kind of do it to escape, like, debt collection agencies, from what I understand. And then you have to hire, like, a whole private security firm and shit to, like, try to find a disappeared person, which is a lot difficult than it actually seems. So that just sparked, like, a little synapse in my head. And of course, African best hitman. Let's see. We are African best hitman. Must be Afrikaans or Zulu. Wow. Okay. So that's a stunning offer there. That's a stunning recommendation. Need to blackmail a girl. Yeah, this seems great. Need to create a way to blackmail a girl into acting. Oh, that's disgusting. Get her to start taking selfies, videos, create an off account, and make her an actress. We are a group of people who want to execute if you're satisfied. Wow. That is, see, like, obviously, I don't know. I mean, like, when somebody posts something onto these, like, forums, I don't think that's a joke. But obviously, I hope these people are just not smart enough to get that to happen. That is so deplorable. That is just there's some shit that you read on the internet sometimes and you're just like, fuck me, man. God, I hate human beings. This is so active. It's actually insane how active this board is. Like, you're looking at pages down there. It's like 38 pages and it just keeps going. people really do want a hitman. So I guess we'll go to like top vendors really quickly. So they have 849 vendors that provide body harming services. So I guess one of the top is Madmind 66. We're a team of professional hitmans, hackers, and gun sellers. Our work extends to the dark web. We work as a group. We can show proof of Bitcoin and built-in escrow, yada, yada, yada. You've got Underground. You've got Shark Eye. So these are just like groups of hitman operations. The Iran Mafia. You've got Savak. You got Big Bullet. I mean, this is... even if it's like fake, it's like the best fake that I've seen so far, like hands down. I think, you know what, actually, I'm gonna take back what I said. I think I might have found like the one legitimate like hitman website. I feel like the only reason I say it is because like there's just so much activity here, and I'm gonna have to block it because I just saw somebody like run over by a car. That is oh, fucking nasty. Ugh, gross. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna kind of stop here. I think this might be actually like a legitimate website in the sense that maybe they are like a real fixer for like actual groups out there. But again, I say that with such reservation because obviously it's a fucking hitman website, okay? 99% of this shit is actually fake. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna save the onion link actually and keep it for later just to keep my eyes on it. That said, let's go somewhere else. And actually, I want to stop before we go. This is actually really important, right? If this website or its content has caught your attention, you are considering writing an article, blog post, or an investigative piece. Should you have any questions, feel free to message through the site. So for some, this site is a long-running creative project. So, okay, I said that this is satire, right? Consider the words, your words carry weight. I agree. We advise approaching any deep web related topic with degree of caution and professionalism. Provoking controversial subjects for attention rarely ends well for anyone involved. For historical context, consider reviewing how satire has occasionally led to unintended consequences. So I guess by their own understanding over here, their own understanding is that this is probably just fake. Okay, well, I hope it is. I don't know if this is like some page they put up as like a disclaimer, but like I said, it's too active and it's too like it is just too active to be real. You know, I've seen so many hitman websites, Red Room websites, you know, like the obviously 99.9% of them fake. I can't imagine this isn't fake. And the thing is, I'm going to believe it's fake just because of how active it really is. It has to just be like an art project, and we're going to laugh at it and we're going to move on to something. I hope it's as fake as this, to be real with you. I don't want hitman sites or drug sites to ever exist. This I'm going to chalk up to being fake, and we're going to call it a day. Oh boy, holy schizophrenia. Trust Christ or go to hell. Rebuking the puke, destroying the wicked in Jesus' name. So this actually kind of reminds me a little bit. I don't know if you guys remember. I made a video about this thing called sty rowing. And that was about a guy who had like a medically kidnapped wife. Oh my God, punishments. Bread of deceit is sweet to a man, but afterwards his mouth shall be filled with gravel. Proverbs 20:17. So lawful notice the ministry of truth and those of like mind name various criminals with the intent to expose their evil deeds for righteous judgment. The full exercise of our rights of freedom of speech, religion, expression, political opinion is supported by the American First Amendment and the Canadian Bill of Rights. Oh my God. Okay, so we got some Canada mentions? Hell yeah, dude. So, let my daughter go? Harmony is tortured by agents of cursed Canada. The province of Manitoba, Emma Rose Hartwin, formerly aka Rose. Oh my God. What the fuck? Feminazis bringing you hate since 1960. Stop misandry now. Caution, you have entered the truth zone. Okay. Brain reset. Okay, so what is this? Being in mind that prolonged exposure to the site may cause you nausea, vomiting, which would be the result of demons leaving you as truth enters in. Okay. Anger, depending on which way you respond to the truth zone. Okay, you'll definitely display anger. And then hatred. Okay, you get demonic hatred and holy hate too. Jesus. Discomfort. Okay, I mean, Okay, they have an about section, okay? The image above, entitled, Where'd My Daddy Go?, depicts almost exactly what happened to this Christian father in Calgary Alberta and Canada. Oh God. Oh, no, 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 no. I think I'm looking at like post-divorce court stuff here. Jesus Christ. So okay, again. I don't want to turn this into like the warfare about family law in the comment section, but I just want to know what's going on. This is crazy. So a website called Trust Christ, or okay, it says Trust Christ or Go to Hell. We should probably make it faster. The wicked watcheth the righteous and seeketh to slay him. 33. The Lord will not leave him in his hand nor condemn him when he is judged. Psalm 37:32. The filthy. Oh my God. Can't say that word on YouTube, I guess. Rose, a fraudulently created name, fraudulently applied for an Alberta restraining order in late 2009 and tried to get her my unseen, tortured daughter's name on it, as well as her 2 other grown children from 2 separate men, one of whom is apparently her half-brother, yada, yada, yada. The conspiracy is Canada-wide, but the Alberta government, in criminal conspiracy with this diseased, oh my God, and the cursed crown persecutor, which would be the prosecution lawyer, was largely responsible for these unlawful hellish attacks upon me in 2010. The criminal Calgary police, in conspiracy with the Alberta government, kidnapped, tortured, and laid many false charges beginning on June 1st, 2010, specifically to keep me from defending myself in court and fighting for my and my darling daughter's rights. Jesus. Now, honestly, throughout this whole thing, it's just so many images, so much stuff. I couldn't really identify. I guess his daughter's like taken away, and now he's made this website striving for accuracy. Contrary to what is done with me and is being done to me and my tortured daughter, we strive for truthfulness and accuracy here. We love the truth. Jesus is the truth. If there's any inaccuracies, oversights, errors, all souls should desire such, yada, yada, yada. They strive for factually based assertion. If you don't, foab inne, which is fuck off and burn in hell, especially the filth that work for, and then they mention some names here. We shall be condemning many wicked souls. Oh man, dude. This is wild. This is crazy. This is a lot. Okay, this is a lot to go through. I love how like this guy put all of his devotion into it, and then like the comment was like, "I see you don't monetize. Don't waste your traffic. You can earn additional bucks every month with this new monetization method. This is the best AdSense alternative for it." Jesus, man. Guy's talking about his daughter being missing. What the fuck? Just be taken away. Now, obviously, look, I don't know what the reality of this story is. I'm sure there's 2 sides to every story, as they say. So I don't know what the fucking thing is going on over here. I wish every single person in here the best and speedy resolve and resolution. But damn. I love these comments too. Look at this. You found yourself a Luciferian calling itself Bright Morning Star, another name for Lucifer. The brain chip hive mind communion with the AI supercomputer is your path towards self. Oh my God, bro. Like, what am I... What is going on, man? So wait, they got a website over here? I'm so scared to open this up. I'm actually so... You have no idea the fear I have in myself. I'm going to do it anyways. The rebuilt Tower of Babel is a cult. Rebuilt wireless trinity. The Tower of Babel is not a physical structure like the UN building. You know, man... This is what I love about the internet. This is the greatest thing. You know what, man? I have a video about like why the internet is dog shit, and I think I have to take it all back. The internet's fucking amazing. Look at the sites like this exist on the internet. Okay, this man's talking about the takeover of like this is amazing. I love this shit. Okay, resist the takeover. Show me the takeover. What is the takeover? Oh my God, bro, he referenced Terminator 3. He referenced Terminator 3. Yes, dude, yes. Okay, so what is this? Chris Cornell was given Synthetic Telepathy, the song about Lucifer's fake light between plus and AI supercomputers, blah, blah. Here's an important discovery I made in January of 2021. Vaccines are for... Oh, okay, hold on. Per YouTube's guidelines, I do not endorse any of this vaccine stuff, okay? Or the 5G or any of that shit. Do not take medical advice from this website. Do not take medical advice from me. Take medical advice from an approved doctor, okay? Here's a solution. Eliminate the 5G, 4G, and use Dr. Madej's solution of cholestyramine powder. Yeah, don't do that. Don't go to a doctor, okay? Oh, hell yeah, the great Tutankhamun hoax? Oh, yeah, the skulls of Satan race are found all through Earth, and there are different species who cannot effectively interbreed with human women, although they've tried. You have to do your own research to understand this. Study that King Tutankhamun was actually a rare female offspring. You know, I'll be real. I was half expecting it to go like, anyways, about the Jews, right? Like, usually that's what you kind of expect with a lot of these like kind of websites is like, it always ends there. But I will say the Tutankhamun being a chick and an alien species is a very welcome conspiratorial twist that I very much appreciate. Now look, to go back to our man here, I hope his daughter nothing but the best. I hope the satanic bloodlines come to an end. And ultimately, for all the conspiracy nuts out there, keep making websites, man. Because that's just more content to cover, dude. Holy shit. Sometimes I just love digging into the mind of somebody that, like... I will say something about conspiracies that I really like is, like, when I come across people that make websites like that, there's such a genuine belief to it that it's almost like... It just blows you away. Like, god damn. I think I've seen way too much of this website. This is probably going to be the thing that makes this a Monday video, because I'm pretty sure I have to like make sure everything is super censored. I've seen so many cut up fetuses in like the last 10 minutes on this website that let's just go somewhere else. Oh my god. It's a first time for everything, isn't it? Let's go let's just reset. Let's go and check out a scam. So, extreme weight loss, boys. So, there are contraindications, okay? I love a spelling mistake when I'm buying a weight loss drug. Now, I'm a fatty, okay? I'll admit it. I'm a fat guy on the internet. You know, I could just go get Ozempic, but it seems like Sibut is a potent weight loss remedy that contains sibutramine, reduces appetite and the amount of food consumed. You know, this is probably something where, like, you don't really need the dark web. Like, you don't need an onion link for getting a weight loss drug. I'm pretty sure you can just buy Ozempic, right? Like, you can just... How do you get Ozempic? Like, do you have to actually get, like, diagnosed for it? Because if so... Wait, no, how do celebrities and all those people get it? I'm pretty sure you can just buy Ozempic. But I guess you could probably just have like a doctor fucking prescribe you something. It's not like I don't think it's like a schedule like narcotic or something, right? Where like it's pretty bad. Anyways, though, so reduces appetite. So sibutramine increases thermogenesis, has an effect on brown adipose tissue. The drug shows fantastic results, and today is the most effective way to lose weight, but it has a number of serious side effects. Okay. Side effect may include death. Okay. Well, so here it is. So we've got courses. So you can get 10 kilograms for $29. Okay, yeah, I can see why somebody would go over here. Because from what I heard, Ozempic is actually pretty expensive as like a drug. You get 10 pills. You get 14 days. Pill form doesn't even make sense. Don't they like inject it into their body or something? Like they have to put a little staple gun to their like stomach and fire. Health hazard. Poor man Call of Duty bar connection. Okay, the poor man 1 bar connection in COD is your health hazard. Now for $57, this is actually interesting. So like for the more you buy, the closer to death you could become. So you get a high health hazard at 57, and then the maximum connection, the 4 bar Call of Duty rich man connection at $109. For a month's supply, 47 kg. Oh, so you lose 47 kilograms. Holy shit. Oh my god, imagine if I lost 47 kilograms. Holy shit, I'd look like a completely different person. So drug use. 1 tab in the morning after meals. Drink plenty of water. During treatment, it is necessary to limit the consumption of sweets and increase the amount of water consumed. It is necessary to drink at least 2 liters of water per day. Every 5 days, you need to take a break for 2 to 3 days to temporarily stop taking the drug in case of exacerbation of side effects. Okay, so let me see the actual side effects. So you get a headache. Okay, that's whatever. Anorexia is a side effect. I mean, that's not good. You can end up dead. Constipation. you just don't shit. That is the worst thing ever, dude. My biggest fear sometimes is just never being able to take a shit. I see Markiplier in like a hospital every other week. And I think it's just because like his bowels just like stop working, and like a doctor has to like surgically get involved with your asshole to like remove the shit from it. That's fucking scary, dude. Like one time I had like a blockage in my poo section, so like I had to go I went to the doctor. I went to my dad. And then they told me to like, all right, listen, there's a couple ways you do this, okay? There's like oils and shit. The way that I had to take a little missile-sized pill, stick it up my ass. Woo! Completely removed, completely out. Too much information. But yeah, that is a big fear, man, because it's like, if your body is just filled, like if you can't shit, after a while, it's like, where does it come out of? Dry mouth. That's really not that big of a side effect. Rhinitis. Okay, I need to look up what this is. This is probably like a really scary one. Rhinitis is an irritation of the mucous membrane inside the nose. Okay, so really not that bad. And then dizziness. By purchasing this drug, you assume all risks associated with poor health, yada, yada, yada. And that is pretty much how it works. So yes, you know, when you go onto the dark web, sometimes you can just find Ozempic as a like as a little side sale. Now, do I recommend you, the user, go to this? Absolutely not. Okay, go to a doctor for your weight loss drugs, or just start working out, or do something else. I don't even know the efficacy of some of the stuff. I feel like there's going to be some long-term shit that comes out from these like drugs that's just not going to paint things in a good light. I don't know. But then again, I'm always really like careful about putting anything in the body that isn't totally 1,000,000%, I guess, approved. Within reason, of course, right? Like, I just listen to what doctors say. That's pretty much how it works, man. Anyways, let's go to the next site. So here's a little deep web video that came out our way. And one of the things about these videos is you find them on Chan Places. And I can tell you right now from the first frame, this had to be taken off of TikTok. And I say that because of the fucking like portrait resolution. Okay, that is it's a YouTube short or something that they've grabbed it. So let's just play for the fun side of it. It's only 22 seconds long. Let's get a little reaction here. So sakin onu iserie alma, lutfen beni isieri al. Now I don't know how to translate any of that, but let's see if we can just get the audio up here and hit play. Okay, it has no audio. It's just a crazy lady, I assume, in front of a window or a car. Okay. Wait, no, there's like a translation under it. Oh my god, the person put like a translation on it. Oh, what the fuck? Is that a crackhead, dude? Dude, this... Oh no. You know, it's crazy. It's like this has to be like a this has to just be like a skit. What the fuck is this, dude? What is this? This is a skit. This is the meme. Why are you trying to make this scary, dude? Get out of here. This has to be like a TikToker or something. It has to be like a TikTok fan. It has to be a TikToker somewhere that made this skit. I will give them something. The makeup is pretty impressive. I will say, if I see this in my car, like if something like this pulled up on the road, you know what I mean? Like if something like this pulled up on the road looking like that, I'm driving away. Okay, I'm not getting involved. I'm not fucking around. I'm driving away. If something like that attacks me, I am running it over with the motor vehicle, okay? For my safety and the safety of my family, okay? There's some things, like, listen, I don't really believe in ghosts and shit like that, like poltergeists and apparitions. I think that's all, like, fake bullshit. It's all fake news. But I do believe in crackheads. And if I see a crackhead like that, bro, I am teleporting to a different server, okay? I'm out of here. I am saken onu isieri. I'm not even in here, okay? I don't even know what language that is. I'm assuming Turkish, but that is scary shit. Get out of here. Welcome to the PlayStation 5 profile, protecting citizens worldwide. PS5 is an internationally acclaimed specialist security consultancy and training provider to the law enforcement, defense, and security industries. The company's training wing, React, delivers highly specialized training protocols to both the private and public sectors with specific focus on weapons awareness. Bro, why? Some motherfuckers just have the weirdest website sitting out in the world, okay? So let me actually see some of this. What is this training? I want to learn some self-defense. I think self-defense is pretty good. I think everyone should learn a little bit of self-defense. Basic weapons awareness recognition, okay? So this is basic weapons awareness. Module 1, train the trainer to deliver course safety arrangements, including the safe handling of weapons. Okay, so this is like training for the trainer guy. What is down over here? So a 9mm centerfire single-shot pistol disguised as a crucifix. What? There's no way. Where is the fucking gun component? Hold on a minute. They got a crucifix gun now? They're gonna teach people about IEDs and guns and shit? That's crazy. Oh my... Wait, so they're training people on how to identify, like, really obscure-ass weapons? That's insanity, dude. PS5 training aid showing a cutaway model of the Richard Reed shoe bomb. Wait, is this the reason why I have to take my goddamn shoes off at the airport? That's crazy. Richard Reed, what? The compliance tool? Oh, it looks like a... Some sick fucks will look at that and go, yeah, I know exactly where to stick that. That looks like a goddamn, like, window breaker and everything. So yeah, this is like self-defense and everything. This is like some guy's like self-defense website, dude. I'm almost just impressed. Like if the website was a little updated and shit, that'd be kind of cooler. But yeah, it all, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of like Resident Evil somehow. Like it looks like an Umbrella website, like an in-universe website for like Umbrella Corps or something. So this is the 5 golden rules for women's self-defense. All right, ladies, if you're watching, your friend is not always a friend. More than 70% of rapes and attacks happen on women or perpetrated by someone they know. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a pretty true fact because I think it's like most murders are done by people you know, or like kidnapping, like child kidnappings are mostly done by people who know the child. But anyways, the guy here is Steve Collins. This is his blog. We live in a very beautiful yet extremely dangerous world. My survival files can help to keep you out of the way. You know, this is the kind of stuff that I love. When like, yeah, doom scrolling is one thing, but like you should just learn how to like defend yourself. It's one of the reasons why like I'm a huge proponent of like, I really think like concealed carry should be something that is a right and people should be learning and training themselves. Because sometimes I feel like if everyone was just like locked and loaded, maybe it might lead to more safety. But again, that's just my belief on it. Feel free to agree or disagree. Actually, you know, I don't want a comment section turf war battle below, okay? All right, believe what you want to believe. Let's not push it onto others. There are always warning signs. The vast majority of attacks are preceded by some form of verbal assault. We call this the interview. Knowing how to recognize and deal with the physical warnings that the interview sends out helps you avert more attacks than ever becoming physical. You know, if I ever come across anything like that, I just walk away. Okay, I just walk away. Having a silver tongue. Talking can sometimes is a trick, reason, diplomacy, tact, and a little psychology, even compassion and sympathy. Yeah, absolutely, it works. Hit and run, get away as quickly as you can. Hit and run principle has nothing to do with fighting. It means you must do something that interrupts the attacker's thought patterns. Hit him with an assertive and confident yell, no! Or ask a question that makes him stop and think for a moment. It only takes a split second to break away and run. If you have no choice but to physically hit your attacker, go for the eyes. 90% of the time, a short jab in the... Oh, yeah, no, that'll fuck somebody up for a little bit. Fight like a man. You've tried to talk your way out, but no avail. You seem to have no means of escape. The situation's getting earlier. What are you going to do? Street predators have no scruples and do not attack a woman any differently than they would attack a man. If you fear for your life, defend yourself with extreme prejudice. Lock and load. Protect yourself. Simple as that. Deal with the law after. Survive first. But yeah, this guy sells like crazy books and shit, like dealing with crimes, armed robbery. If I'm ever in an armed robbery situation, bro, I am keeping my head down, dude. That is fucking scary in every way. Jesus. Oh, dude, we're exposing a cult today. The Family International. Welcome to xfamily.org. So, the Family International, for anybody that doesn't know what the hell it is, okay, I'm going to just share this. I'm gonna go get the Google link for it because I did look at this a while back. The group has gone under a number of different names, so Teens for Christ, Children of God, Family of Love, or simply The Family. The British court case found the group was an authoritarian cult which engaged in the systematic physical and sexual abuse of children, resulting in lasting trauma amongst survivors. The group has also been accused of targeting vulnerable people. Okay, so you go to the actual website over here. Something that, like, this is what I don't understand about, like, the whole God stuff. It's like, I feel like religion can be a beautiful thing for somebody, right? Like, the individual, but I always feel like that whole communal act of it, like the communal side is so rife for abuse as we see. I mean, it's not like good stuff can't happen. It's just like one guy that knows just enough about religion, enough to exploit the average person, is so freaky. The family really a loose knit fellowship of independent Christian missionaries like they claim, or is it closer to a high control secretive religious cult? Is it really true that the family has never been found guilty in a court of law? Why did the children of God fake a disbanding and resurface? Are members of the family called truthful and upfront about what they do, or tell the whole story? So, unlike the spin on the official website, our mission is to bring you honest, truthful, accurate, complete, and contextual information about the family cult. Okay, so let's kind of read about it. Does the family really care about the handicap? Does the family really care in helping to rehabilitate drug addicts? What was their specific advice on members on how to hype up the drug issue to the media? So they actually have like what appears to be, I guess, an expose for this organization, but we have to kind of read about this stuff first. So let's see. Let's get the FAQ. Let's see what the FAQ. So apparently these guys have been here since 1968 to the current day, which is true from my understanding. They operate a facade of charitable organizations worldwide and benefit from your tax dollars. See the FCF-COG connection? Actually, let's see it. So Family Care Foundation and the Family, executive summary, introduction. The family leadership was exploring ways in which they could become a tax-exempt legal entity in the United States. And this is great because they could get any amount of donations, broaden their financial support, mass market their publication, and provide legitimacy and credibility for those family members who were becoming active in charitable activities. You know, it's kind of similar to like something like Scientology even, right? Like when you go to like LA, there's like a whole street like L. Ron Hubbard Way and stuff, and you just look at Scientology and you're like, man, these guys are just bringing in the tides and donations because they're like tax exempt. If you have a religion in the U.S. government, or if you have like a religion in the United States, I don't even think the IRS like even sniffs near you. So it's like, it is what it is. Is the site encouraging religious persecution? No, we believe in freedom of religion, except when it is harmful to people. 100% agree. Why is the information on the site more truthful and accurate? We own this information because we know it intimately, because we are part of its history. So these people are like apparently ex-members of the family religion that are just pretty much going at it. So you talk about like the history, right? So the Berg's history. So David Berg was born in Oakland, California, to a family with strong Christian traditions. His family, Virginia Brandt, had come from a long line of notable pastors and evangelists. The Brandts were descendants of three brothers, Adam, Isaac, and Jacob Brandt, German Jews who had converted to Christianity and set sail for the New World from Stuttgart, Germany in 1745, living their new faith as peaceful Mennonite farmers. They settled in Pennsylvania and then later moved to Ohio. Okay, so very, very humble beginnings. And they really, really, really go. I mean, this is a huge page, guys. This is like fucking crazy. This is like in depth. It's got citations. It's got like quoted passages. It is a lot. Now, one thing that I'm pretty sure the family religion will not appreciate is the fact that apparently you can search through 4,000 secret publications to locate, specific letters and other publications using their search mechanism, right? So you can go all the way from 69 to 2007, all right? And of course you can go in and research whatever, right? So again, it's entirely for somebody to look through. They've also got their own Bible searching tool as well too. So by witness accounts over here, some of the stuff they've got talking about is obviously doubt prostitution. Whoa. What? On October 17th, the day my ex-husband Barry kidnapped our baby 17 months old and said he was taking him for a walk, that afternoon a courier knocked at the door with a huge envelope containing a tiny note inside, informing me of his departure. On the front on the envelope was stamped Sydney International Airport. After immediately contacting the federal police, they informed me he had left with a child for Tokyo. Barry took everything incriminating with him, including my passport, so I couldn't follow him straight away. He took every piece of letters, books, and also family members' contact info, Bible names and real names and phone numbers. Can you imagine the first few crucial hours of knowing he was gone, not being able to contact anyone in Sydney, current family members, anyone who might have been able to help me, anyone who might have known something?
By the way, when I was able to contact fam members, no one was able to help me. I arrived in Tokyo 5 weeks after having been advised by the Australian government, my solicitors, journalists, and police not to go until I had received word to his whereabouts. I decided I could not sit around and do nothing. As I said, I had nothing concrete to take with me to Japan to back up my bizarre story of my son being kidnapped by my husband, who was in a cult. Nothing to go on whatsoever, just me, a 22-year-old Westerner from Australia who was about to tell the authorities a lot of very sordid stuff of the day in order to find my son in order to receive the help I so deserved. Back in the early 80s, Japan and Australia had no reciprocal rearrangements or arrangements with each other. So I was swimming around the current before I even got there, not to mention the fact that I was a 22-year-old Western woman in Japan, where it was a man's world and a very paternal. The last thing the Japanese government or the Japanese authorities wanted was to hear or admit that this sort of thing was going on in their country. The very first day I arrived in Tokyo, I remember thinking, wow, 30 million people in one city. It's a needle in a haystack material. But those words had continued in my brain constantly for 4 months and kept me going as I searched for my little baby. Justice will be done. Bro, this is. Dude, some people's life story, man. Like, goddamn. So fucking insane. So just off the plane, I went straight to the hotel room, which was not quite ready. The hotel staff told me to pop outside and grab a magazine while I was waiting. So, yada, yada, yada. There you have it, proof and arms of ammunition. This particular article backed up a wild story of how extreme a cult can be. The article was blah, blah, blah. That was the start of my 4 month search for my son in Japan. I was a desperate mother who could have done anything to find my child. I was a lioness whose cub had been taken away. So, doubt, prostitution. In prostitution lies faith. So this is the article that she had read above, where she obviously looks into, this article and draws the parallels. Now, obviously, while she looked at the parallels, the author for this said, while the newspaper reporter didn't get every single fact correct, which I believe is totally irrelevant, the truth exposed in this article gave me the perfect vehicle and brought me some sort of credibility to my search for my baby son. Eventually found him, and he is now 21 years old, and my best... Oh, that's so... That's a good ending to a story. So anyways, the actual article here, the female believers who surround their founder with smiling faces, you can see in the photograph, are actually nightly practicing a doctrine called flirty fishing in fancy nightclubs, as well as through agencies. According to what the founder himself said in its cult communications, the cardinal point of this activity is to disregard the poor and students and go after congressmen in their 30s and 60s, the high-ranking businessmen and celebrities, and when you happen to meet with such a man, you're supposed to pray to God like this, my Lord, here's my lamb. Praying this way, of course, shows the activity is not for money, but a religious activity to save these men's souls. However, to tell you the truth, this man, Moses David, is very businesslike. Although he claims to be a servant of God, he actually orders all these women to write daily reports in great details on how many times and who they have flirty fished. Naturally, the female followers get competitive. As a result, some women who supposedly receive divine revelations have put out advertisements. One says in a sexy manner, "How would you like to spend time with us, two sweet cuties, to taste a little bit of heaven?" Oh, so it seems, hold on, let me scroll down over here. The matter was brought before the public, blah, blah, blah. According to Mr. Cottrell, the cult was founded in the U.S. The reason for this matter is that they conduct prostitution activities, but also cultivates a whole new generation of children to be born into the group, rearing them to be the communes, to grow up to become prostitutes. That is why all the female members are forbidden to use birth control pills and encouraged to have babies through a setup of baby bonuses of 100 pounds or 35,000 yen provided to them when they have baby girls. This is insane. I was kind of thinking, like, in some cases it was just listen to like all these rich guys that you're with, use their shit as blackmail against them, but man, religion can have a wild hold on some people, dude. It's crazy. But yeah, we're gonna have to back out and go hopefully somewhere else. And ladies and gentlemen, that ends dank web browsing. I feel like for the first time I almost came across a real Hitman website, but I didn't. And I'll be real, man, this is the only time on deep web browsing ever in my history that I think I actually just like had to go to the bathroom and throw up a little bit. I got genuinely sick. And a lot of that just had to me seeing... I don't even want to go there, okay? I don't even want to think back to it. But you know what? Honestly, seeing some of the goofy videos, seeing some of the wild cult stuff that we read into,
And the fact that the Dank website definitely showcases some of the goofiest weight loss stuff that you should not buy ever in the history is all just fun to see. Ladies and gentlemen, I feel like this week has been kind of a showcase of some of the goofier side of the Dank web, and hopefully I feel like at least for the Hitman website, I really do hope that some of the misinformation that I kind of see floating around about how evil and scary the deep web is gets a little bit like turned down. I feel like a lot of the stuff that people keep hype beasting usually turns out to be a scam anyways. And I'm glad to say that I actually helped debunk most of these scams on these deep web series, okay? I feel like it'd be a lot better to just like make this series and like feed into like every form of like spooky misinformation that's out about it. But I genuinely do really love the deep web. I think it's one of the greatest inventions ever created. And I do genuinely hope for the actual best. I do genuinely hope it keeps evolving as it does. But anyways, I'm kind of rambling on. I think I still need to throw up a little bit more. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Just like it if you dislike it, I am out.